Good afternoon or good morning, whatever time zone we're in today. And I have got the pleasure of inviting Dr. Beverly Wixon today. Now, Beverly is a mindset and happiness and abundance coach. And I've known Beverly for quite a few years, actually, haven't we, Beverly?
It has been.
I can't remember what state you're in.
I'm in Florida.
Florida. Right. Okay. That's got my map going. You have got quite a lot on this month, haven't you? You've got your different programs, but you're also going into a different type of work. So I'm going to let you explain to everybody about what's going on in your life and what you're giving out to members and your clients.
Okay. Well, I started including energy work into my mindset. It used to be strictly simple, practical exercises. There's a little dash of woo in there because they're simple, practical exercises and money just flows to you. You start looking at your abundance and looking at what's coming in, suddenly you see more. It's not rocket science. It's just, but there is a science behind it. Which is complicated. And so I've also always myself done, at least for the last decade or so, done a lot of energy work. And so I would always do it before I did sessions. And I finally just started doing it on the sessions too with people. And so clearing that, bringing in light, expanding out, clearing negative energies, rather than having them spend hours trying to figure out what are my problems, what are my things that I'm afraid of, and writing them out. Now we just clear them a lot faster. And like I said, I did it with myself, but I didn't do it with clients for so long because I was worried myself.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned that they would think the woo was too much. And I finally just decided, oh, what the heck? Because it works. It works and it's faster.
It works.
Yeah. And faster. And they don't have to spend, I mean, I've always said only spend 15 minutes a day on it, but now they don't even have to do that. We can do it in the session and it clears, like immediately they feel better. And by the next session, they feel even better because things have continued to work their way out. So that's a lot of what I've brought into it. And this month, because I have meditations, I have mini programs, I have all these different things. And so this month, what I've been doing is everything is kind of, except for my big offers, except for my core offer, everything is kind of pay what you want, and if you don't want to pay anything,
what did you say?
It's pay what you want.
Pay what you want. So anybody can just come along and join you and then put a donation? Is it going to a charity or what is it?
A portion of it will go to charity, but it's kind of, I feel like it's December. We're all, right now I have a kindness bundle out there and it's a calendar, a checklist, and an ebook on random acts of kindness.
Oh my word. That's a lot to give away. Oh, well. Yeah. Not putting a price on. I should be more precise.
Yeah, I'm not putting a price on it. So if they don't want to donate anything, they don't have to. If they do, they can.
I did that. I must admit, I have done that. Mind you, it was a long time ago. I haven't done it recently. And I was surprised about how generous people were.
Yeah.
Yeah. They see the value. No, it's good. Whenever you've got a program on coming up, I always see a lot of excitement around it and around it starting. And there's like a good feel sort of buzz around when you start your programs. Now, I know that you don't, you're not one of these people like, come on, let's go. But you sort of enthuse that sort of enthusiasm around you. So people do get excited about joining your programs.
Well, I think that's because I'm excited because I love what I do. I love hearing people tell me that things are working. I love it when they get on a call and go, "You're not going to believe this," and I am, but I'm still going to be amazed because I'm always amazed because it always works so easily. I mean, it really does, and it's fascinating that it never ceases to amaze me. Yet I always know that it's going to work. And it works for everybody. I mean, I was a school teacher, for heaven's sakes.
I was going to say, where did you come from? So you did used to teach, didn't you?
I was a high school and middle school and high school teacher in a low-paying state, very low. We were at the bottom.
Oh,
And
really?
I suddenly, I've been saving for 20 years, and I looked at my money one day and was like, I can't leave on this. I can't live on this. This is like, I can't do this. And so that's when I started getting into money mindset, thinking there's got to be a better way, and I realized first thing I did was I quit saying I'm broke and I can't afford. Those two phrases, done.
Mm,
And at the end of that pay period, I still had a little bit of money. I mean, it was only like $20, but that was more than it had been the months before. And then
yeah.
the next month it was a little more, and I kept adding things to it every month and just started really diving into the simple practical. And then I went into the metaphysical, if you will, the woo, and the bringing in the light and clearing things. And it's been phenomenal. I mean, I nearly 10x what I had in savings in less than 6 years,
Wow.
while
Wow.
while still traveling, still
Yeah.
going out to dinner with friends and going to
Yeah.
movies, and still had my annual pass at Disney World and all these other things. I did not scrimp and pinch pennies, which I had been doing all the years before. I
Mm,
thought I felt like I had, but money was just disappearing for those first 20 years or so, and then suddenly it was like, wow, where's all this money coming from?
that, gosh, that sounds amazing. I mean, I know that the last time you and I, so to give everybody a little bit of an idea, Beverly and I have worked with each other on and off over the years, but the last time I worked with you, this is not a lie. Within 2 days, I saw a huge increase in my finances. It wasn't actually cash, but it was what I didn't have to pay, if you can. So it wasn't cash in hand coming in, but it was suddenly a bill that or an expense that I wasn't going to pay. I have to tell you, it went into its 50s. It was a lot of money. I counted it up thinking it might be, I knew I'd done something that was different. However, I started on that. I'd got a free coffee here. Somebody had offered me to train on something or other in, a barter sort of system. And then this other thing came out of the blue, as it were. And I know that I wrote to you. I don't even know if it was in the middle of the night because our time zones differ. But
Right.
I was just so excited to see that it was like 2 days and it had started to work. It was amazing, absolutely
It is.
amazing. And if you're getting that from your clients, I mean, some days some weeks it is, but there's always something during the week that has happened that makes you think, wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Right, exactly. And that's what I say is free coffee counts. Because if
Yeah,
somebody else gave it to you, they paid for it. You didn't have to pay for it. It's money that stayed in your pocket.
yeah,
And that's the way it starts. It starts
yeah,
with free stuff, and then the money follows.
yes.
So
And then
it's
the confidence, I think that goes, I think then the confidence starts to build again because however good you are at things, we do go up and down, don't we? We've all got our emotional and life going on in the background. And but I think after a session with you, yeah, I mean your confidence, you just sort of come away thinking, wow, that's amazing.
I'm glad you feel that way. Thank you. That's so good to hear that.
Oh dear, oh dear. So this energy work is something that you've started quite recently, is it? Or is it something that you've always touched on, did you say?
Like I said, I've done it for myself for the past 10 years or so.
Right.
Um, but I
But with
really
this
didn't
time.
bring it into the sessions until uh, maybe the last 5 or 6 months.
All
I
right.
started bringing it
Yeah.
in with clients.
Yeah.
Um, and I do it a little bit. I've done it a couple of times in lives in my Facebook group.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to go live in my Facebook group for the next week and do some little things because I thought about trying to do a workshop or something, but I feel like at this time of the year, it's so difficult to do them. I've tried to be in a couple of friends, to support, and I was like, I can't even be there because there's just so much going on in December. So I'm
Mm,
just going to go live, short lives that people can
yes.
do about 5 or 10 minutes rather than taking an hour out of their day every.
Yes. I found exactly the same. I'm out networking online and face to face. That's fine. People are out with their Christmas dinners and all the stuff that goes on. I was actually at a black tie event last Saturday, in Leeds, because you've been over to
Mhm.
the UK,
I've been
haven't
to
you?
Leeds. I
So
actually
I
been
was
to
in,
Leeds.
yeah, I was up in which is fruitful 5 hours away from us. Um, and the thing that I was going to say was I have put on some workshops, but I'm getting no takers. No, people do not want to spend um, a lot of their time. They're off doing all sorts of things. And it will all kick back in again, because I know it will. But we're just at that point in time where people are very busy, aren't they? So yeah,
Yeah,
I get it with your lives. And I've been on your lives on your Facebook. Remind me of your Facebook page.
it's my Facebook group is Happy Minds, Wealthy Lives: The Secrets to Unlocking Infinite Abundance.
That's it. Right, I'm going to have to get that off of you when we finish this, so that I can put it on our
I
video.
just put in at Abundance Personified.
That's
That's the
lovely.
short version. And yeah, I'm going to do the lives and talk about some different things with infinite happiness and infinite abundance, because when you're happy, the abundance comes easier. When you're miserable and complaining and playing the victim, money's not coming. It don't want to be around that.
No,
Nobody wants to be
no,
around that. It certainly doesn't either. So, it's
that is the way it
that
goes. It does seem that way. It does. I can remember a long time ago, this goes back quite a while, and it is all about taking that step that sort of tips things. And I'm doing a lot of ums here, but I'm sorry, my memory is going back. And it wasn't until we sort of twisted ourselves around a bit, sort of pulled ourselves up again and said, no, we need to do this differently, because we're repeating our own mistakes.
right. Yeah, yeah.
And
I
it
remember, yeah.
all changed.
Yeah. Yogi Berra, who was a catcher for the New York Yankees back in the 50s, and he said all kinds of strange things, which is why it's one reason he's remembered. He's remembered because he was a great catcher too. But he said it's hard to win when you're losing.
Oh,
And when we're feeling like everything's against us, the economy is so bad, the world is so bad, all my money is going away. It's hard to bring that money in until you really look into what's going on and start making some tweaks. And it doesn't take a lot. I mean, it
no.
doesn't take a whole lot. It just takes a little bit.
Yes.
And you start seeing, things that I think every teacher in the world probably has in their classroom. Your attitude equals your aptitude.
Oh,
Because the attitude you go into in anything is what leads into it.
yeah.
Henry Ford, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. All those things come
Oh,
together.
yes. Those lovely sayings that we
Mhm.
hear,
Yeah.
they're all very relevant, aren't they? And I do think I did see the other day some cartoons like Winnie the Pooh. Do you know Winnie the
I,
Pooh? Yes,
I know.
yes. Um, I was seeing some of the captions on and posts online, and some of the things that they put in Winnie the Pooh were so relevant to our lives. It was almost the children and ourselves were getting this lesson without us
Mhm.
actually realizing we were getting a lesson. It is fascinating. Beverly, thank you very much for your time today. And I'm going to do the video here. I'm going to pop it up online in one woman's voice. And I'm sure it's going to be a great help to all our members. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Jill. Like I said, I love doing this, and everybody's welcome to come join the group and listen to the thing that I'm going to do this next week. They're going to be bite-sized, so
Lovely.
on the go.
We'll put all the links up for you so that people can join you.
Awesome. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Great to see you again.
And you. Thank you.
Yes,